Welcome everyone to the Side Draft Podcast. Welcome to another NASCAR Cup Series race review. Today, Chicagoland Speedway had a lot of hype coming into it because last year we had the famous slide job, and didn't quite see a slide job today, but pretty intense racing.
Yeah, pretty crazy battles out there. Four wides, a lot of times in the restarts, and a lot of things happen out there.
So, stage one, we had Austin Dillon on the pole. Then Jimmy Johnson would power through and take the lead on the very first lap. So, pretty impressive run by Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, it was a real strong run for Hendrick just all of a sudden come alive, and Jimmy started leading, and then all things went crazy then.
Yeah, and then we had a red flag for rain, and then we had to wait 3 hours, play a little video games, watch TV, do something, and then
they had a really bad storm. I mean, it was just strong winds and stuff, and even blew some of the car covers off of the cars. So.
Maybe some fans got some free car covers out there. Maybe. Then some leaders would pit. Jimmy Johnson would stay out, and then it would be Jimmy Johnson versus Austin Dillon for the restart. Austin Dillon would pass Jimmy Johnson, then Harvick would pass them both, and then during that cycle, Kevin Harvick would have a tire going down. He would make it down pit road safely, but Kyle Busch would get into the wall during that run.
Yeah, I believe a lot of them was trying to stretch the fuel mileage out a little bit. I know the tires don't last as long as the fuel run does, but I know they're trying to push the limits on the tires. I believe Kyle Busch was trying to save some fuel and trying to make it to the end. Unfortunately, he got in the wall, and Harvick, I believe they was going to do a gas only stop, and all of a sudden, right before he came into the pits, he had a tire issue. So, good luck at the right time, I guess. I don't know.
It's like it's good luck, but technically it's not. That team's had a lot of issues with tires going down, uncontrolled tires, a lot of tire issues, and today it kind of affected all of Stewart-Haas racing. We had Ryan Blaney for Team Penske. He would have a problem. He'd have to come back down pit road.
Yeah, they did a fuel only stop, and which is a good strategy, but as soon as he went out, he just shredded the tires and had to come back in and lost the lap.
Yeah, I think Harvick and Blaney had the best cars, at least in the daytime run of the race. I think if maybe the race wouldn't have gotten rained out for 3 hours, those two probably would have pulled away a lot longer than they did.
Yeah.
But unfortunate issues for Blaney yet again. It's struck him quite a bit, especially when he's got some real fast cars. So
yeah, that body armor car was really strong. I believe if he could stay on the lead lap, he could have been up front, because towards the end of the race he was really coming on strong.
They would have a caution for Clint Boyer. He would blow a tire and spin out. That was your pick to win the race.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So he was going for a sweep and just couldn't get it done.
Yeah, I thought I'd have a good chance. I picked two winners this weekend, and I guess not with Clinton Boyer, and he's had some bad issues with the tires. It's unfortunate.
You got a little overconfident there. You picked.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I can do this.
Yeah, I guess 66% or 67%. Decent passing grade, I guess.
Yeah, we're just having a hard time picking these winners on the Cup side.
Yeah, I think we've only done that twice this season, so we picked a lot of Xfinity and Truck Series races correctly. We just can't quite get this new package, especially these mile and a halves. We've been all over the place.
Yeah.
Then Kyle Busch, he would blow another tire, or he would blow a tire, and then I don't know if that was due to the damage before. And, it was just a weird day for Kyle Busch.
Yeah, it's not really showing strength that like he usually does. Get up there in the leads. I mean, back in the field, it was really hard to pass with all the dirty air and some of the crazy moves that the other drivers was doing. It's like everybody's just fighting for space, I guess.
And then Denny Hamlin would stay out and win the stage. And then Denny Hamlin would lead off pit road to stage 2. Then Harvick, which did that pit strategy, him and Larson would stay out. Harvick would take the lead. Clint Bowyer would have another issue. His day's pretty much done at that point.
Pretty much done it. Too much damage on it. So.
And William Byron would take the lead. And then there would be caution for fluid. Do you think that was due to the 77?
Yes.
Spire Motorsports. Unfortunate for that team. But then when it has some pit stops, William Byron would lead them off. Then a penalty for Denny Hamlin, uncontrolled tire. And it just seems like these stage winners in these races just does not have luck.
I don't know. It's just something with the tires too. It's like either you blow a tire or it's just one gets away.
Yeah.
During the pit stop, but yeah, there's really some strengths with Hendricks, because all 4 of the cars running really well today. I know Chase had some issues earlier on. I don't know if it was a shock or what with the first pit stop and got put in the back, but he raced his way up there. I mean, and they're even racing each other really hard too. So.
And William Byron would lose some spots on the restart. Harvick would power through him, and we'd never really see Byron again. He had a fast car, just couldn't quite get through the field after getting into that dirty air. So
yeah.
That's definitely something you don't want to do, is get yourself positioned back there. So I think Chase Elliott did a great job doing that throughout the race up until the bad pit stops. But Jimmy Johnson and Alex Bowman, they pretty much kept themselves in position all day.
Yeah.
Then it would be Kevin Harvick versus Jimmy Johnson. Then it would be Chase Elliott versus Jimmy Johnson, as Harvick would get a fairly comfortable lead, about a second. But it would be a nice battle between 4 of the top 5 for the lead, and also it was mostly Chevys.
Yeah, I mean it's really good because we really hadn't seen a lot of Chevrolet strength in the early part of the season, and now there's like a whole train of Chevrolets just coming up, and it's really good to see some speed out of Jimmy Johnson, and I believe that maybe something to come later on in the season.
And then Chase Elliott would get around Jimmy, and he would get right there with Harvick, but just something happened to his car, and Harvick would cruise on to a stage win. I believe his 3rd or 4th of the season.
Yeah.
Not quite as dominant as he was last year, but I guess that's due to the new package, different strategies. But he would win stage 2.
Yeah, he led a lot of laps today. Looked like he's going to kind of cruise and take away with it, but he's had some misfortunes.
Yeah, it's like he's turning into Stuart Friesen in the Truck Series.
Yeah.
Because dominated a race. I believe he led the most laps, and then just can't quite seal the deal.
Yeah, these races get kind of tougher and tougher to win. I don't think there's nothing wrong with Stuart Haas right now. He's just got some little things they need to take care of, and I mean they got the speed. They got they're leading laps and running strong, and just got to finish these races.
And then Harvick will lead off pit road. Another penalty for Denny Hamlin. He just can't quite get out of the mid-pack now, and he's stuck in the void. At that point, you're stuck there. There's no escape unless you get a caution at the right time during pit cycles. But knowing this package, you're just not able to get that lucky.
No.
And then Chase Elliott, that'd be where he'd have a long stop. He would get stuck in the void, couldn't quite get out of it. And Kyle Larson would take the lead. And then we'd have Kyle Busch and Joe Logano. They would get into it a little bit. Kyle Busch would, I believe he had a tire going down at that point.
Yeah, I ain't sure if it was due to him getting into Joey. I believe Kyle Busch tried to block Joey, and Joey just wasn't going to have none of it and went down, just moved him on up. And it's like, I ain't sure if he just cut a tire then or if he was trying to get to pit road. It's hard to really say.
And then Alex Bowman would take the lead, and then Harvick would get into the wall, done the same thing as Kyle Busch did earlier. Then that would cause a caution. He would have to pit, and then he would get stuck in the void, couldn't quite get out of it. Not enough cautions. I believe that was the last caution of the day, so just couldn't quite get lucky the rest of the day and got stuck in the void.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. His up there running for the lead, and I don't know if you just get up there in the loose stuff or the handle on the car or what it is. It just kind of sucks you into the wall and pretty much end his day.
Yeah, that's pretty much typical 2019 Kevin Harvick day. Dominate most of the day, practically all of the day, besides a few restarts maybe. And then either pit crew issues, some sort of penalty, or something happened to the tire, blows the tire, or something like that happens. So just need to figure out how to close out a race, and then he's probably going to go on a tear for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean, they had good pit strategy. The pit crew was excellent. Just on track was kind of a little difficult. And, he would make his way up through the field some, but he just couldn't really make the passes he really need to.
Yeah, then would basically see Larson versus Bowman the rest of the day. It's like we had great racing all the way up until this point, and then it got all strung out. Larson would be able to run him down, but just couldn't quite get around him and stayed there. He did get around him, but Alex Bowman got back around Larson.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good battle towards the end. I'd be interested to see what would happen at the end of the race if it was a caution, because I know Ron Blaney, he was really fast coming through the field and raced his way all back at the sixth. And I mean, he had some good lap times.
Yeah, so I do think this may be the best race of the season. Kansas may have been a little bit better just due to the late race restart.
Yeah.
But it was awesome to see Alex Bowman get a first win. First time we've seen that this season. Racer getting his first win of his career. So congratulations to Alex Bowman and the 88 team. Hadn't seen the 88 team in Victory Lane since 2015. So
it's been a while.
Been quite a while, and that was with Dale Jr. himself. And speaking of Dale Jr., we have that mini game where you have to find them in the thumbnail, and if you find them, we'll give you a shout out. So in the last race, we had the Xfinity Series. So we have Mark Freeman at Over the Wall 13, Armony at 87 Velocity, and Orioles 1932 on YouTube. Thank you for finding Dale Jr. in the thumbnail, and it's really fitting now that NBC is back and Dale Jr. is in the booth. So if you find him in this thumbnail, let us know where you found him in the comments below.
Yeah, and another thing was Alex Bowman. I think he's getting mad at Paul Menard for holding him up some. But that's what the lap car is supposed to do to the leaders, to try to stay on the lead lap and all. You just, you take the line away. You're the leader. You're supposed to find a way to get around them.
Yeah, that's just, racing.
You see here, there's so many drivers. Tell them to move over. They're racing, dude. They're trying to stay on the lead lap. They're trying to make it harder for you to get around. So this is part of the game.
Yeah, I would understand if they're already multiple laps down. I think that's when you just move over. Your race is done. You're just out there cruising. But Paul Menard, he's racing to stay on the lead lap or be the first car lap down on trying to get his lap back. So you're not just going to say, oh, the leader's coming and I want him to win. Go on. I don't think that's the mindset there. So I agree with Paul Menard, running his race. Didn't quite, get his lap back, but the caution would have came out for those extra laps that he stayed in front of Bowman, he would have been on the lead lap. So
yeah, I believe that really caused Larson to really catch up to him a little bit. I mean, Larson and Joey, that was kind of battling out a little bit. And I believe Joe Logano's car was really fast at that point, but he couldn't get around Larson, and Larson finally went to the high side and found some speed and chased him down and had a good finish, good battle for the end. So it's always exciting to see.
yeah, and really wish Larson would have got the win, because we could have had an excuse to get some McDonald's and put a McDonald bag right where the 88 car is. But we got a 88 diecast there. Didn't have Alex Bowman diecast yet, so we got a Dale Jr. one. I still think it's fitting. So brings back some memories for the Dale Jr. fans who were maybe watching this video due to Alex Bowman winning the race. So if you're new to this, thank you for watching, and hopefully you'll click subscribe after this video. Not too sure about that. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed the video, and hope you enjoyed the race. It was a great race, and great to see NBC back.
Yeah, it was a good race at Chicagoland. I think they put on a good show all weekend, really.
Yeah, it wasn't a slide job, but it was definitely something. So, but next week, another exciting race in store for us. Daytona. Another, can't say restrictor plate race, but super speedway. So it's going to be fun to watch that. And we'll see you for our race reviews for the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series. So we'll see you then.